Okay, this is a video to help with some rhythm patterns or chords and bass lines to help with klezmer. If you're not playing the first violin part, you might be playing some accompanying rhythm or even a bass line. So in this one we'll look at D minor ideas, and I'm basing this off this sheet here made by Ilana Kravitz, and if you would like that sheet, maybe leave a comment down below and I can put you in contact with her. So first idea on the top line of that sheet is this. Nice simple little repeating pattern. So mostly this is just the D and the A string together with some nice energy. Should we try that together? Ready, and. Very nice. Now if we put down alternately our low 2 on the D string, which is an F natural, then we can change that chord. So should we just practice our D and our low 2? Ready, and. Very nice. Okay, and now let's just put the chord together. So we're going to play the open A still as well, but on the D string switch between open string and the low 2. So just make sure your second finger is not blocking the A string. Okay, so bring your elbow under a bit more. Okay, should we have a go? Ready, and. Just make sure you can hear that A string. If not, adjust your finger. Let's try one more time. Ready, and. Well done. Okay, if you find that tricky, just slow it down and get your hand shape in the right place. You can vary this by leaving the second finger down for a bit longer, changing it around as you wish. Okay, there's not a set pattern here, just some ideas. Okay, the second line down suggests a slightly more complicated one, which sounds like this. Okay, so it's actually quite simple if we keep our fingers where they are most of the time. So the main thing that's happening here is D2, 1, 2, D2, 1, 2. Should we try that? Ready, and. So I'm leaving my second finger down on the D string, and then I'm putting my first finger down on the G string. So both down at the same time. Okay, so by doing that, then we can turn this into some chords. So we're going to start with the D and A string, and then as I put my 1 down, I can play the G and the D string. So first of all, we've got D and A, then the low 2 on D and A, then I leave my 2 there, and I put my 1 on G, so they should be very close to each other, and then back to the low 2 and the A. So that second finger stays down for most of the pattern. Okay, so then we should always be playing 2 strings here, okay, in this double stop. Should we try it together just slowly once? 1 and 2 and. Well done. So that might need a bit of practice, okay, but once you've got it, it's actually relatively simple for the hand. Okay, and the last one is just a simple bass line here. We're just going to go from D to A, which is 1 on G, and try and get it to ring out nicely in tune. Okay, yeah, should we try that together? Ready, and. Okay, and that would work as well for a D major one. Okay, D minor or D major, that bass line would work. So just a couple of ideas there. Remember, I'm using this sheet here as inspiration for this. Okay, just explaining the ideas on this sheet. So do get in touch if you would like to see that. Brilliant. Okay, enjoy.